Hello students, so we shall continue with the same chapter 5. It's been a long time and we are catching up again. So in the last class I started with the topic of attention, and we saw the definition of attention and how factors influence attention. Okay, so today we shall start with factors influencing attention. Okay, so factors influencing attention, there are two. There are two factors, objective and subjective. So you can see there on the heading, there is objective and subjective. So here it is objective and subjective. Okay, so at any given time in a man's life, the stimuli around him compete for his attention. It is very interesting to find out what makes him select a particular stimulus and ignore the others. So basically, a person will pay attention on one thing and ignore others. Okay, so what makes him to pay attention for that particular object or situation or thing? Okay, so we shall see that most researchers have revealed that there are several factors that determine the attention of an individual. The results of these studies are important in the field of advertising. Before an advertiser induces a person to buy his product, he must attract the attention of the individual. There are many interesting things in the page of magazine in newspaper to what an advertiser has to say about his products. So it becomes essential for an advertiser to discover ways and means of attracting people and also sustain their attention for a longer time. To achieve this, the characteristics of the stimulus are important. Equally important are our own internal needs, expectations, past experience and motives. Okay, so yes, basically when a person should be attracted, okay, when a person's attention to be need to be attracted or grasped, okay, the person's attention is to be grasped, you have to make it in a different way, okay, creative way or a different way. Okay, so we shall see what are the two categories. The factors, okay, the factors influencing attentions are classified into two categories. Objective factor, these are aspects in the environment that attract our attention. So objective factors are basically outside in the environment, which are the things attracts you. Okay, and subjective factors, these are factors that are found within us. Okay, found within us, our interest, our motives, our interest. Okay, so basically inside us, what attracts the things. Okay, so we will start with objective factors. Okay, so objective factors, nature of the stimulus. So nature of the stimulus is, the nature of stimulus can be visual or auditory. Okay, it can be pictures, drawings, or music, sound. Okay, it can involve words or pictures, people or animals. So you can underline these two lines. The nature of stimulus can be visual or auditory. It can involve words or pictures, people or animals. Pictures attract attention more rapidly than words. A picture with human beings attract more attention than a picture of an inanimate object. So yes, okay, so when you see a picture, when you see a drawing or sketch, you get attracted towards that more than the simple words. Okay, and a rhyming auditory passage is more attention demanding than the same passage presented in prose form. So you pay attention to the poetry, rhyming words, singing songs. Okay, so basically you pay attention to these things rather than the boring prose passage which goes for pages lengthy. Okay, so the next thing is location. Okay, location studies indicate that the best location for a visual stimulus for attracting attention is in front of the eyes in the center of the page. A position in the upper portions of a page is more favorable than one in the lower position. The left hand side is said to receive more attention than the right hand side. So location, basically location is where the place, the object or the image or the words are placed. Okay, for example, if there is a word in just front of you in the middle of the page, okay, it grasps your attention faster than the words which are down, left or right side in the down of the page. Okay, so location. So when there is an object just in front of you, just in front of your eyes, you pay more attention. Okay, so third one, novelty. We tend to attend to anything that is novel, smells, tastes, and sound, to which we are accustomed. Okay, so go unnoticed, but anything strange draw our attention immediately. A stimulus appears novel among a group of familiar object, and a familiar item among novel objects is attention demanding. Okay, so novelty is basically where it is something, an object or a food or a people or a person is different from the rest of the group. Okay, for example, here they have given a burger. Okay, I think you all have seen a burger, but here in the burger there is a pen drive. Can you see that? So there is a pen drive. So this looks different. Okay, that is novelty, when a particular thing looks different from rest of the things. Okay, for example, if there is a group of pigeons, okay, a group of crows. Okay, you know what is crow, right? So if there is a group of crow, and amidst the crows, if there is one pigeon, okay, so that grasps your attention. That is novelty. Okay, intensity. We generally respond to a strong stimulus more easily than a feeble one. A bright lighted sign or the blaring of the sound speaker is attention demanding. So intensity. Okay, if there is a smooth sound or a dim light, you won't pay attention. But if the light is very bright as sun, or if you are very much disturbed by the loudspeaker, okay, or the loud noise which you can hear by the speaker, okay, then the intensity is what matters. Okay, so the fifth one, size. The size of a stimulus is determining factor. The bigger the stimulus, the better are the chances of attracting attention. Here an elephant has an advantage over an ant. So size matters. Okay, so if it is very tiny, a pin or a stapler pin or a ball, okay, a small ball doesn't make so much, doesn't attract so much, or doesn't allow us to pay more attention. But if there is a big truck, okay, big truck or JCB, especially our generation, we are fond of JCBs, and if there is an animal, tiger, lion, elephant, okay, so the size matters. Okay, so who will pay attention to the ants? But everyone will pay attention to the elephants if they are present. Okay, so repetition. A television advertisement that is repeated several times catches the attention of people. When a speaker wants to drive home a point in his audience, he repeats his speech more than once. However, repetition is attention catching only within certain limits, above which it leads to boredom and monotony. Okay, so repetition, yes, if you keep on repeating the same point again and again, so that catches students' attention. For example, if you keep telling in the class that this question is very important, it will appear in the exam. Okay, so automatically the students pays attention. Okay, seventh one, change. When repetition leads to inattentiveness, the advertisers change the advertisements completely and thus draw the attention of people. Any change in existing advertisement is attention demanding. So I think you watch advertisements every day. Okay, every day you watch advertisements on TV. Okay, and yes, even you people be attentive to some funny advertisement or some meaningful advertisements. Okay, so for example, recently I have seen a advertisement about what is that, titbit, I mean, what is that called? There is a chocolate, right? And there is a chocolate advertisement where it flashes when they eat that, it flashes, I mean, they open their mouth and it flashes light. Okay, so it basically in that advertisement they show that importance of you have to give in buses there, when the women's seats are reserved, so you have to give those seats for women. So basically they use chocolate advertisement to show that importance. Okay, so definite form. Experimental studies have revealed that anything that has definite form is easily attended to than anything that is vague. So if it is definite form, example, the pen has a definite form. Okay, the book has a definite form. So if anything that is that has a structure form, that would be paid more attention. Okay, and movement. A moving object or an apparently moving object is more attention catching than a stationary one. Okay, so yes, in library, okay, in library there will be many books kept in different boxes, different shelves. Okay, they are just kept. Okay, but when you go to a lab, biology lab, there are full of organisms, bacteria, many things. Okay, so you find interesting and you pay attention in a bio lab, because there are different kind of experiments, objects, and moving things. Okay, maybe example, moving, like they will have lizard, mouse, cockroaches. Okay, so if there is something moving, you pay attention. Contrast. Contrasting colors are used in designing fabrics to attract the attention of customers. Okay, so yes, bright colors, contrasting colors pay, where we pay more attention. Okay, so next one, subjective factors. Interest plays a major role in attracting our attention. In a simple example, people who scan through newspapers look into the columns of their interest, like crime beat, interviews, political developments, economic policies. Okay, yes, subjective factors is where we are we pay attention according to our moods and our thoughts. Okay, so here basically interest. Okay, our interest in particular field, where we pay attention to that field and to the information of that field. For example, if we are interested much in the field of air force or army, we pay attention to that. Okay, and if you are very much interested in sports, okay, when you get a newspaper, as soon as you get a newspaper, you go to the page where the sports column is. Okay, and you search for the information there. Okay, so that is the interest. Okay, so some people, where they want a job, they go and search the interviews and the crime rate. Okay, so then organic state. Okay, organic state is basically, it is present inside you, urge inside you. Okay, a hungry person is likely to notice the smell of appetizing food. Yes, when you are hungry, you always smell the good smell of food. Okay, when you are having headache, okay, especially who are addicted to tea and who are very much fond of tea, especially me, who is very much fond of tea. Okay, so as soon as we feel like drinking tea. Okay, so that relief. Okay, that relief. And as soon as you get a headache, there is a state that challenges you. Okay, changes you to the mood of drinking tea. Okay, and especially in the rainy season, we like to have hot pakodas and many things. Okay, so yes, that is organic state. Motives play a significant role in attracting attention. A student is inattentive to a statement, as the question will probably appear in the examination. A mother is likely to notice the cry of a child in spite of all the loud noises around her. So this motives which is present inside you. Okay, that plays very important role to motivate yourself. Okay, for example, during exams, teachers will always keep repeating that these questions will appear for the exams, these questions are the important questions. So that's when you pay attention. Okay, so we shall stop here.